Testing.
Hey, every time Roger asks, I'm gonna be like,
Well.
oh man. Do you want to go first, or you want me to?
It
go?
doesn't matter. Just pick one.
You go ahead.
Well, y'all can interact
Oh,
with each other.
oh.
I
Well,
was the same way at times.
I think
Y'all were Russians.
like the big part of, recovery resources, but one of the biggest things like that's been beneficial and like helpful to me particularly was just like the camaraderie and the being around people, because when I felt so alone on the streets, like well, not on the streets, but like in my old apartment and sitting there, I like nobody cared if I was dead or alive, nobody cared if I answered the phone, nobody cared if I texted them, and like just having somebody like Forbes or John, anybody that I can just reach out to and just be here and have support. Like it's people that support and uplift, and that's a good feeling to have when you haven't had it for so long. I mean that's a big deal to me, because nobody wants to feel alone in the world, and nobody wants to feel like I felt like for a long time that I got gave up on, and to have the feeling that I not gave up on, and not just the people at the house, but the whole recovery, not like this particular house, but like the other 8 houses, and Craig and Tabitha, like I can reach out to them for anything, and I feel like I just have all the support that I'd never had before. So that's a big deal for me.
I mean, they've taught me everything I've known, really. I wouldn't, there's a lot of different, like, sober living houses, but Craig and Tabitha, like, really that's what makes it work.
Absolutely.
Really, honestly. And, like, when I got out, I didn't have nowhere or anything. So they gave me a roof over my head and the opportunity, and just put me around the right people. And like he was talking about the camaraderie too, that's something special, because it's not like the relationships you build here, it's not just how it used to be. I'm using you for what you have in your pocket. It's real. It's like he actually cares about what I'm going through. I care about what he's going through, and lifelong friendships, really, and support.
I tell you, like something that I had to learn coming in recovery resources is like how to learn, I guess, like not get upset when people hold you accountable, or when people point out like flaws or what you could be doing better, or like critique you, I guess, or things that they push for. Like it's easy in the past, before you start working the program that they help you work, and coming into this, it's easy to like get defensive about it, because you don't really know, you haven't like had to do that. I've never had to deal with that in the past, because people like point, and even when they did, I played the like it's my fault or it's their fault, whatever wrong, the victim mindset. And coming in here and like being able to, like Craig and Tabitha hold us to a certain standard of things, and then like the people in the house, once they hold you to a standard of like chores and step work and sponsoring and all that stuff, and when you don't do it and they hold you accountable, and it's one of them things like, well, even if you don't like what they're saying, they're not wrong. And once you realize that, and then the people at the house that hold you accountable, like that's a big thing too that I learned, is like I guess how to accept that, like, and not get mad about it and not get aggravated about it, because I know that it all comes from a place of they want to see us do better. They want us to push us to be better than we were before, be better than we were the day before, and do better things. And that's a thing that I've learned here, is just don't get upset when Forbes comes in and says something crazy to me, or Dustin, why are you doing this? Why are you doing this? And I can't, the old me would have been like, mind your business. I don't want to hear you. And now it's like, okay, it's like, that's fine. He's not wrong. And I can do that to him too. And
No, you can't.
well, I can try, but most of the time we can have decent conversations with each other. And like the most important people in my life right now, I never even knew they existed before I got into this program.
Thank you.
I mean, you're one of them, yes.
Okay.
But like the people in the house, Craig and Tabitha, you know, my sponsor, everybody that I know that I'm close with, you know, now the new circle of like close friends I have, I didn't even know they breathed the air on this planet back 8, 9 months ago.
It's wild.
Yeah, it is, and it's crazy too. Like, and it's crazy like to me, the people that I've met like the first couple of days, you know, first coming into the program, and like between like going to my IOP and stuff like that, the people that there's some of the people I'm closest with now is the people that I met, you know, coming in when I'm at rehab and they come into H&I and I see them in there and I'm like, oh, I know that guy, or I know that guy at Aftercare when I get out, and so there's some of the people that I'm closest with now, and it's just crazy how that works out, I guess.
I was seeing how far I can grow in this like recovery community, and actually like not for selfish needs, but just like trying to be useful to people and help people. I mean, I'm also in school now, so that's kind of exciting to be. That's something I used to like pipe dream about. Like one day I'm gonna go to school, but when I was in addiction, it was just like a fantasy. And now this program and this community of people here at Recovery Resources, it's like, it's really happening. So that's amazing to me. A lot of what I've learned, granted I got a sponsor and I've had a lot of people in the mix, but like really everything I've really learned from the advice of people either in this house or from Craig and Tabitha. And something cool that I thought of was a 17-year-old kid asked me, I don't know, maybe a few weeks ago to sponsor him. And in my mind, I'm like, that's a kid. And the kid thinks I'm a good enough man that he would want to reflect himself. How am I trying to phrase that? He'd want to be like me. So I thought that was pretty cool, how far I've came along.
I've been here since March the 6th.
How do you feel like it's been beneficial for you?
Like the structure and the resources of the program, and also the people involved in the program, like they don't just give us the answers or like just tell us the answers. Like they allow us to grow. They allow us to do it for ourselves, I guess.
Like experience?
Yes. I guess what I'm trying to say is like instead of like the answers just being posted somewhere or something like that, just giving us the answers and just letting us go, it's like they actually show us that it works as we put in the footwork for it. I guess really the first thing that comes to mind would be unity and like fellowship, like love and like restoring the confidence and like the beliefs within ourselves. You know, like I come in before a lot of times and it's like, you know, like I'm so beat up from what I've been going through or what I haven't done or what I've done and all this, that I can't really see the light at the end of the tunnel, so to speak. But like being here, it's like they kind of help us like restore faith in ourselves and faith in our higher powers and like in the program. Then also when I come in, I could see that, like another thing that helps me believe more is like I see it working for everyone around me, you know, for people that work it.
You mean by work it, you mean like 12 steps, I'm guessing?
Yeah, 12 steps and recovery, you know, like just working and progressing in life, you know, because for a long time it's like I may be able to see that it's working with someone else, but I still can't believe that it'll work for me. So I guess it's more like a family, and it's more like close-knit motivational and just it's kind of hard to explain. It's just like, you know, like you can actually tell that people care and love you, you know, but at the same time, like, I mean, some things are done for us, but like they like to help us or lead us to the answer or to a better life versus just handing us stuff, giving it to us. Meaning like, you know, once I put in some progress with some things, then I start believing in myself, you know, which that's another thing that wouldn't be possible without Recovery Resource.
For sure.
Yeah.
You said something about, like, it was before I couldn't see the light in the tunnel.
Yeah.
What's the light at the end of the tunnel?
For me, it's kind of beginning now. Like I would say, just being happy, being around people, being active in the community, you know, like working and going to the meetings and going to the functions that we have. Just like being reunited with my family and like just like the whole kids and family and mom, like just everything really. You know, it's like from what I've accomplished and from what people have helped me accomplish over the last few months, you know, it gives me motivation and hope for the future, you know.
So you got kids?
Yes.
And you got them back, you're back in their lives?
Yes, I'm back in their life now. Well, more than I have been. You know, it's still a process, but yeah, things are definitely looking better.
Yeah. Well, how do they react to that now?
Well, they're ranging from the ages. I mean, I have a 3-year-old daughter, 8-year-old daughter, and a 12-year-old son. So their reactions are different, you know, from I guess how old they are in life and stuff like that. And then like due to my absence, you know, over the past few years, you know, it can be tricky, but I mean, they love it, you know, they love it, and I love it as well. Yeah.
How's mom feels about you?
She's extremely happy. You know, like now when I call her phone, she's not like, what's wrong? Or like, she's not like worried about, you know.
Like when she goes to bed at night, it's like, I don't have to worry about where he's at.
Yeah, or if I'm gonna make it
It's
home.
okay.
Yeah, exactly. And that's one of the gifts of the program that I don't see would have been possible without Recovery Resource, you know? Like, left at my own devices and left to my own will, you know, I don't do too well by myself, you know, as my track record would show. But yes, it's a beautiful thing, just the connection with the community and the family, you know, because it's not all about recovery and 12 steps here. Yeah, it's like, yeah, well, it's like a whole family orientated, caring environment. You know, like, the program is very heavy on the 12 steps and things like that, but that's not all that they offer, all that they would like to see us accomplish. You know, so I would say just learning how to be a productive member in society. You know, learning how to trust again, learning how to trust myself again, learning how to accomplish things and believe in myself, learning how not to give up, learning how to ask for help. Like it's a beautiful thing how the program really walks with us hand in hand. And like you said, doesn't just put us in a house and say, here's a recovery book and just figure it out and pay rent. It's nothing like that here, you know. I would say what has me the most excited is like the progress that I've made, which sometimes I don't see, but other people see it around me. The progress that I've made in these few months, like I'm excited about where I can be in 2 years or a year or 5 years, you know, because I've noticed that if I just don't give up and accept help and put forth some action, put some pep in my step or one foot in front of the other, as they say, that things start to work out. You know, I just have to be patient and realize that from choices and things that I've done in the past, you know, I can't fix everything in a few months. But yeah, I'm just excited about the future. You know, like before or maybe a few months ago or however long ago, I would like kind of be scared of the future or like shy of it, or I wouldn't try to do things because I may think I would fail. Or it's like, well, I've been messing this up for so long, I don't even want to try to do anything because I'm just going to fail at it or burn it to the ground. But now, because of the program and the people around, it's like okay, I can do this. You know, it's restored some type of belief in me or put some type of belief in me that I may may have not have had before.
So when I first come here, it just provides me with a safe, affordable place to stay. That's what I see it as at first. But then as I stay here and I start connecting with the people in the house and the people that run the program, I find that I have more help and love and support than I've ever had before in my life. It's provided me with the opportunity to chase whatever my dreams may be. And I have people that have my back that I can go to at any time and will help walk me through whatever it is that I'm facing.
Have you tried recovery? Like, you trying to get clean before then?
You know, when I first showed up here, like, I would have told you no, but then, like, since I've sobered up and reflected back on it, like, I've definitely had to get papers signed before. And I lived in one halfway house called 12 Way, and, like, it was based around the 12 steps. And I couldn't have told you 2 of them. I was there for like 3 months, you know? So, like, had I been exposed to it, sure, but had I made an honest attempt at it, no. But I've been trying to figure out how to not get high for, you know, most of my adult life.
What do you think distinguishes this time from everything previously?
I had just ran out of ideas, truthfully. I had tried everything that I knew to do to successfully to get high successfully, and I was just broken. You know, I was just broken to a place of submission, to where, like, I knew that I couldn't do this, and was just hopeful that with the aid of something or somebody else I could. And so I finally became willing to admit that I couldn't do this and look for help elsewhere. And then I don't even know. I just found myself in a hopeless situation, probably heading back to prison again after numerous overdoses and attempts on my life. And I was sitting in a jail cell, and I was just like, man, I gotta stop. I gotta stop trying, you know, because I'm just like pouring myself into whatever it is that I think that I need to do. If that's trying to get sober or control my using, or just run it till the wheels fall off. It's just all the ideas are coming from my head, and I'm just pouring myself into them completely. And I was just sitting in the jail cell going, you've done it again for the umpteenth time. You know, this is the cycle that your life's going to continue to run in. And so I just, at a state of brokenness, was like, God, if you're up there, you know what I mean? Like, I'm done trying. You know, I'm not looking for a miraculous cure or nothing, but I'm just letting you know I'm done trying. If there's anything you can do with that, putty in your hands, bro.
So how long after that moment was it that you found yourself here?
6 months. 6 months.
What did that 6 months look like?
Man, some amazing faith-building moments in whatever the creator of this universe is. Because from sitting in a hopeless situation, I'm in jail. And at first I'm overcome with this sense of everything's gonna be okay. And I don't know what that looks like. I think everything's gonna be okay on my way back to prison. But I'm given the opportunity to do drug court. I didn't qualify. They overrode that, let me go. You know, I'm given these chances, and I go to rehab, and I get in the sober live, and I get in a class in the jail. Just so many things happen back to back. And so I was just like, okay, I see you. And that was when I really got on board with it. I was like, okay, I'm gonna give this an honest shake. There's something happening here. And if I can just stay out of the way long enough, who knows where it'll take me. So I went through the treatment center, and I came here.
What are you hopeful for today?
Oh man, hopeful for the future for the first time in my life. And I don't even know exactly what that looks like, but there's just so many amazing things happening for me right now that I know it's gonna be great. I just got accepted into the CPRS training. I'll start that at the end of this year. You know, I'm hopeful that I won't go backwards, and that I'll continue to grow And while it won't be perfect, it'll be worth it. And what I've found is that I just have like an honest desire in my heart to like be helpful to another person, especially one that I can relate with in the situation that they find themselves in. And so it only makes sense to me to pursue that. I think that I've been given a gift through the past that I have and through the recovery that I've gained, and I just want to share that with other people.
Yeah, and we're gonna like have fall photo shoots like this.
Come on, man, you too.
With the pumpkin. Yeah.
Here, I'm on